Happy Sunday. Does anybody know how the heck it got to be mid-July already? Anyone? Anyone? Like literally we were driving home today and I was like, wait, it's halfway through the month. Holy cow. So with that in mind, we will be doing Ready to Run here in a minute. But the first thing I want to talk about really quick, this is only basically, I know there's a couple of you on here who are not local to me, but I just want to throw this out, make sure the local people know that this Thursday we are having a patio social on my patio as our Thrive After Five. The weather is actually supposed to be nice, which is good because Tuesday and Wednesday it's not supposed to be nice. So I kind of panicked a little. If it is bad, we'll come inside, obviously. But I almost called it a patio party, but then I was like, no, it's not a party. It's just a social. We're just gonna do our little Thrive thing. So I'm hoping because it's just at like a home and it's a little more mellow and there's no restaurants or whatever involved that maybe people will want to come. And I don't even care if you just say let's if somebody wants to see my flowers, that's what gets them here, bring them over. I don't care, right? Just get them here. So that's this Thursday. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to start off with rate of run because we're at a good point now, being halfway through the month. And so this is just going to give you, excuse me, an idea of where you are, where you need to be, if what you're doing is working, if you need to kick it up a notch, if you need to restart your business this month altogether. So go ahead and get logged into your cloud if you have a second device. If you don't, just kind of follow along to the logic here, and you can do it when we get off of here. But you're going to go right there on that main page, on the home page. You're going to scroll past the hot summer games, scroll past the customer acquisition, scroll past any rank advance or lifestyle getaways. You got to go, go, go. Okay, now we're at the business snapshot. Click that gray bar, and it's going to drop down some more information for you. You'll see green, orange, gray, and then another gray that says qualifications. Under that qualifications bar, you will find a line that says current QV. That is the qualified volume that you and everyone in your downline, your direct customers, your promoters, their customers, their promoters, their so on and so forth. That's what your team has done up to this point. So you're going to take that number and you're going to divide it by 14 because we've had 14 almost complete days of the month. So now you're looking at your daily average, right? This is what you've done, you and your team have done daily. Well, now you're going to take that smaller daily average and you're going to multiply it by 31 because we have 31 days in the month. Now we know what you're averaging per day and we know we have 31 days per month, right? So you're now looking at a new number. The new number is what you are projected to end the month at. It's not a guarantee, unfortunately. I wish it was, but it'll tell you if you are anywhere close or on track or way off track or whatever, wherever. And it's not like this isn't to depress you or get you too excited. It's just to know your numbers. You have to know your business numbers if you're going to be in business. So a lot of you too, if you're auto bonus qualifiers, you have to reach a certain dollar amount. Right? If you have a rank advance bonus that maybe you earned back in April, you have to reach a certain amount. But all of us should have a volume goal. Your volume goals don't have to be 4, 12, 40, and 80. There's a lot of numbers in between there. Your volume goal may have been $1,000 this month, or it might have been $6,000 this month. I don't know what your goal is. Only you do. But now you know if the projected number is close to what your goal is. And if it's not, all I can tell you is, pardon my language, but balls to the walls. Like I just said, we're halfway through the month. Like if it's not where you want it to be, it's head down. It's time to spend, getting in Messenger. I will tell you guys too. I mean, I know I make the bingo cards, right? But that is there to help people keep you going. If somebody came to me, actually a girl came to me a couple weeks ago and she said, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours every day to my business. And I was like, great. Make sure an hour and a half of that is in Messenger. Don't spend 2 hours making a couple of reels and making a post. Get in Messenger and start messaging the crap out of people. I don't know if you guys have paid attention, and I kind of forget this every now and then, but if you go to your Facebook Messenger, which I know you all have, in the upper left hand, there's like the menu. It says it's next to the word chat. This is on my phone. It might look different on your PC, but follow along. Find your menu, which is where you would go if you wanted to go to like message requests or things like that. You know what? I'm a big liar. Ignore what I just said. At the bottom, crap. Okay, rewind, start fresh. Okay, in Facebook Messenger, at the bottom, it says chats, Meta, which is your search. And then next to it says highlights. Do you guys see where it says highlights? A lightning bolt. Mine is down here on the bottom left. Yours may be somewhere else.
We have an app. Some of us have an Apple, so it's not in the same place, but I don't see the highlights right there.
Look, then go look in your menu, see if you can find it. Or if all else, oh, mine went away. If all else fails, take your finger and just swipe. Oh, crap. Sorry. Go up to the menu. Is that how I did it? How did I do it? Oh my God. I just found this one day. Look for highlights. There's like a lightning bolt. Mine used to say stories. There used to be like a separate stories button. Okay. Oh, you have a stories button still, Lisa? Okay, here, I'm going to give you guys all this assignment because I know we all have different phones, because Lisa and I have similar phones, but clearly different enough that hers is, okay. So go to Google University and try to find out, like put in, you know, I have the blah, 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 blah phone. How do I find Facebook highlights? Because here's the beauty of highlights. It automatically goes into basically, it's almost like your feed. It's like a secondary feed, but when you're scrolling through your highlights, for instance, this is Samantha and her family on vacation. It's in my highlights. Directly underneath of it is a send message. So instead of taking my time to comment on someone's Facebook post, now I can comment in my highlight and it goes to Messenger and their post is with it. So if I send Samantha a highlight message right now, it's going to pop up in her Messenger. It's going to have the post with it. So she's going to know what I'm talking about. So it's a lot like when you go into stories and you comment on the stories and it takes you direct to Messenger. This highlight feature takes you directly into their Messenger and it connects you to whatever they shared about. So I have noticed that when I comment this way, I'm getting a lot more responses because obviously I've popped up in their Messenger. So again, on my phone, it's called highlights. It's in Facebook Messenger. There's the chat option, the search option, and then the highlight option, which my highlight did used to be called stories. So if you don't have highlight, I would encourage you to update your app because that is possibly why you don't have it. Or just like, you know, different phones do different things. So like I said, go to Google University. Anyway, that was a total side note, nothing that I actually had planned for today.
Yeah, my Messenger app says it's up to date, but it still doesn't have that option. I have chats, the Meta, and stories still.
Yeah, Courtney is saying, because hers is an iPhone, she said Apple is also still saying stories. Just Google it. And I don't know, I'm a content creator, which I think a lot of you are, or whatever that's called, digital creator.
Digital creator.
Yeah, so maybe it has something to do with that. But yeah, Google University will help you. Or if you're like me, go to YouTube University because I learned so much better on YouTube when people show me what the hell they're doing. So with that, I am going to share my screen, and just so you know, I'm not actually ready to share my screen with you. So Canva, we're going to go over the upcoming bingo cards for the week so you're prepared. And then I'm actually going to be going back and forth. We're doing this in real time, so I got to get my shit together this week too. Oh, hang on, I'm in the wrong group. This is the one I share with Samantha. Let me go to my personal so that I have my stuff. Okay, here we go. Bingo. Okay, so I'm going to be going to go over the cards with you. Going to kind of highlight with you the things that I feel like, oh, pay attention to that because that's when you kind of need to be thinking ahead about. But I'm also going to go into ChatGPT and try to help you come up with a prompt or something that would help prepare you for this. So let's get down to the 15th. I'm sorry, Canva is always so slow when we share it on Zoom. If you've ever been with us on a Saturday morning for an opportunity Zoom, you know that sometimes these Canva things can be kind of tricky. All right, here we go. Oh, whoa, that's much too big. Okay, tomorrow is the 14th. Typical, sharing a past reel into your stories. If you guys don't do that one, what is wrong with you? That's easy. You've already got the story. You've already got the reel made. You're sharing into your stories.
Tomorrow's the 15th, Tammy.
Where am I on? Oh, son of a nutcracker. Thank you. It takes a village. Okay, hero product, easy peasy, create a social. Okay, create a social media post.
Say son of a nutcracker.
I did. That's from that Elf movie. My nephews say it all the time and it just sticks with me. Create a social media post that educates your ideal promoter. Doesn't say ideal customer, it says your ideal promoter. Speak to their pain points. So this is one that I want to go to ChatGPT. Oh, my share screen thing is in the way. Okay, there we go. Hang on, it's going to be a little slow because we're on Zoom. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So I want to generate a Facebook post that attracts my ideal promoter. I want to appeal to their pain, their pain points, not paint, Tammy, pain points. And I'm going to say and add a call to action. Now remember, I can get away with adding this little bit of information to ChatGPT because it knows a lot about me because I use it all the time. Ta-da! Escape the 9-to-5 grind. Hey, go getters. Now listen, I would never say some of this shit ever. But here's the thing. It's going to help me get myself together, right? So I gotta move you guys over here again. Sorry, I keep sliding you back and forth. Are you tired? So I would literally I would literally skip all of this first part, the hey, go getters, blah, blah, blah. I might just start my post off with, are you tired of the endless grind, missing out on family time and feeling like your health is taking a back seat? That would catch my attention, right? And I would probably just say, I've been there too. It's time for a change. That to me would be one post. And then you could even do another post that says, imagine waking up with, I hate when they say natural energy. I would just say, imagine waking up with energy. Imagine having a clear head. Like you could literally take these words and you can make this into one post or 3 posts or 2 posts. You can share this, with yourself. And here's the thing, when it comes up with something like this and it's real wordy with all these emojis. Now, remember, I said to make a Facebook post. Okay. So I'm going to say with same direction, can you make an overlay and short caption for TikTok? Now, even if you don't use TikTok, I just want you to see how much, see how much shorter this is. When you tell it to go to Facebook, it's going to make you bigger ones. When you tell it to go to TikTok, it's going to make you shorter ones. I personally talk more like TikTok. I'm like a let's go kind of thing, right? But right here, the overlay text. So that just means where if you have like a video of you, let's say you video yourself loading your dishwasher tonight, or you video yourself watering your flowers tonight, or you video yourself throwing in a load of laundry tonight, right? I'm not talking about, you're not doing anything amazing. You're just living your life, but you capture it on video, okay? Tomorrow, you could literally take that video and the overlay could say, tired of the 9-to-5 grind, ? I would leave the join me and thrive off the overlay because I think that's whatever. But then in the caption, it could say, feeling stuck in your daily life, reclaim your time, health, and freedom, join my team. Like this is direct. And I know this makes some people nervous because you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about my business, or oh my God, it's the middle of the month. Are your numbers where you want them to be? If they're not, I'm going to tell you to kick it up a notch. Okay. And again, you don't have to say join my team. You can pick a different word. Let me just ask it. How else can we say join my team without being salesy? Let's thrive together, be part of our wellness journey, join our community, discover the Thrive Life. Actually, I made that part up. It says discover the Thrive lifestyle. Let's embark on this journey together. So if you don't like, if you like some of what it gives you, but you're not crazy about all of it, don't be afraid to say, hey, sir, I want something different. So if you guys were on here last Sunday, I showed you these where I said, way at the top here, I want to attract middle-aged women who are looking to earn extra income, leave blah, 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 blah. And it gave me 4 or 5, it gave me 5 angles, right? The success story, the community, the self-care, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, break that down into 4 overlays and captions for a reel. Every single morning, I would just open my phone, go find a video that I'd taken the day before. It was random. One day, I think I was watering flowers. One day I I don't even know, to be honest with you. I think I was pushing a shopping cart. I just random. Like if you're not filming the randomness of your day, you're making your life harder on yourself. And then I just every morning found one that would be appropriate, did the overlay, did the caption. Now, here's the kicker. Some of these things I would not have just thought to say. I would not have thought to say ditch the 9 to 5. Right? Because that's just, I don't know. I don't think that way. Start your day with a smile, not a commute. Right? Like some of these things just wouldn't have rolled off my tongue, but I used them. And views aren't the same as customers. Views aren't the same as new promoters, but views are proof that you're getting that you're marketing, at least like it's going out there to people. And so some of the, like sometimes when I've actually gone in and made a reel where it's me talking about Thrive or showing Thrive, I might get a couple hundred or 300 people. Like these with just the quick overlay and the simple caption, there was like typically 1,000 at least. So that's a lot of eyeballs, and that's what you need. So if you're not where you want to be, I cannot encourage you enough to get your butt on over here to ChatGPT and just ask it to do some work for you, because this is our job, right? Okay, respond to blah, blah, blah. All right, we're going to share our story and update to our July passion project. And if you don't have a passion project, just share something that's going on in your life in the month of July. You're going to go live, and this time it's going to be something regarding your brand. But please remember when you're sharing your brand to also keep in mind your ideal customer, right? Like I could go out and I could share gardening tips and tricks about pruning and staking, and I could share that all day long. But if I go out and share how when I'm in the garden, I'm so happy I have Move Gel because it's what keeps my joints from hurting, or I'm so glad I have thirst, or I could just show myself mixing up a thirst and walking out to the garden and being like, make sure you stay hydrated today. It's going to be really hot. That's me sharing my brand, because my brand is gardening, but it's still talking to my ideal client, right? So try to remember that, because for me, it's tricky. I just want to share my flowers, right? Like I just want to share the fun stuff, but I have to remember to make it to them. Okay, same here. So create a reel focused on your brand. Remember to speak to your ideal customer. Sharing a Lavelle fan page. That's hard to say. A funny meme in your Facebook groups. So if you're in a Facebook group, it's probably part of your brand. Pick one of your Facebook groups. Maybe it's a hiking group, maybe it's a boating group, maybe it's a gardening group, maybe it's a recipe group. I just go to Google. You could go to Pinterest or other places, but I just go to Google and say, funny Monday gardening meme. And I just find something that's funny and I share it. I mean, don't make it hard on yourselves. So we are going to be direct in our stories. We're going to talk about a Plusline product that you have on hand. Here's why it's important to make sure it's one you have on hand, because if you're going to talk about it, and on this one, it says use your face and voice. So you're going to put the phone up to your face. You're going to talk to your friends. You can always say, I have 4 here at the house if anybody's interested. I've got a couple here I could mail if anybody's looking for it, right? Now, if for some reason you don't have any Plusline on hand in your house right now, you have an entire community of people that probably have something. So go ahead and talk about whatever. And then if you get somebody asks you, go into the Dream Team chat and say, hey, who's got a packet of thirst that you can mail to my customer, right? I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine, kind of thing. All right, moving right along. Does anybody have any questions yet? Because I can't see all of your faces when we're doing this. I do see there is a chat. Oh, Courtney Summers to everyone. Oh, so yours is just still in your Facebook in the line. Okay, so Courtney is saying that you can direct message on the post, like under the post, it'll say like, comment, send, or share. So yes, I guess we do all have that still. I don't know, I just like the highlights because it was so much easier. But see, everyone can do it. Now y'all know. Teach me how to overlay. That is that you're going to go to YouTube and you're going to look up how to use CapCut to make reels. And because that's how I learned how to do it. And before you know it, you'll be doing overlays. Overlay is just a word. It just means that you're putting text on the screen on a video. Okay. Any other questions that aren't in the chat? Okay, moving right along. Day 16, July 16th, we are going to have our team rally that night. We're going to create a story using a poll feature in it. You guys, the poll feature is just a way to keep your stories fun to see who's actually taking time. Don't be discouraged if people aren't voting on your poll all the time. I go through lots of stories during the day and I see polls that I don't vote on. It doesn't mean I don't like the person. But I think if you, I think for a poll, it either has to be like a hot topic or really niche down to your brand to see like where those people are. But make it fun, make it fun. Reaching out and introducing yourself to new followers or people who have interacted with your social media. Does anyone on here want to share with me a story of reaching out to someone on your social media that you'd never met before and they responded and you chit-chatted back and forth? Go for it.
I actually, I have the School of Days on Friday night, and I actually covered this one last Friday night. I've really been working hard to expand my network because I was having trouble getting new followers, et cetera, et cetera. So I've actually been learning a lot of Instagram hacks and cheats and that kind of thing. So I've actually had a huge influx of new followers lately.
Good.
So it's working. It's
Heck
working.
yeah.
But yeah, I always struggle with when to actually reach out in Messenger because I don't want to just jump right in. I don't want to scare people off. I don't want to, come off spammy right off the bat. So what I've been doing is, you got to be kind of strategic with it. But if you see that you're getting new followers or, new people that are reacting or interacting with your posts, play the FBI guy. Go over to their profile, 3, 2, 1 them. Start interacting with things that they're posting about and, kind of look at their profile. What kind of things do you have in common with them?
Mm-hmm.
Are they grandmas? Are they gardeners? Are they outdoorsy? Whatever the case may be. Get to know them from their profile first and do the 3, 2, 1. Like 3 of their comments, comment on 2 of their posts and ask a question on one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to break the ice. And it's a great way to start building more realistic and real, interactions with people. And if you see that they're starting to follow you, go back and, I don't want to follow everybody's profiles. Sometimes you go over to one and it's private, or some things that they post I really can't relate to or don't want to follow them because
you don't have to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to be friends with everybody. So obviously be selective, be strategic about it, that kind of thing. But like I said, if you're trying to figure out when to make that bold reach out for the first time, start by going over to their profile and interacting with things on their profile, interact with their kind of posts, that kind of thing. So that they know that you're paying attention to them first and you're not just reaching out, right from the rip with, some type of what they're going to feel as spammy. And being strategic like that and just kind of meandering through their posts and that kind of thing has really been generating a lot more interest. And then, sometimes by commenting or liking some things on their posts, other people now are seeing your name too.
Yeah.
So,
good. Well, good.
If you see me interacting with your friend's posts, and people are going to be like, "Who's Sheila Toops? Wait, who's that?" And they're going to click on your profile.
Yeah, people are nosy. People like that. Well, good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so moving along for the month, we're going to share the day. Share a point of view 3 times during the day. So again, what are you doing? Just little sneak peeks of what you're doing during the day. I'm sorry, I got an alert. We're going to comment. Oh, this is the one where we're going to kind of like help our team members, right? So you're going to go find, if you have a team, go to your team first. Okay, go to anyone who is a downline. Also, if you have a team of non-promoting promoters, those are still your team. Go to their posts, search them out, find anything they're talking about, and comment on their posts. Give them some interaction of some sort. It's just a good way for you to show up for others. I'm a big believer in what you put out, you get back. But also, if you have a team that's working and you see maybe a post that's not getting a lot of reaction, or maybe, sometimes we post at the wrong time of the day, or sometimes you post and then something happens in the world and all of a sudden Facebook or whatever switches direction. So if you see that, just throw a comment on someone's post. Commenting in groups, no big deal. Talking your stories and share what your Thrive Payday is covering for you this week or what it means for you. So you can be as specific as saying, I'm going to be paying this bill with it, like My Thrive paycheck hit this week, and that's what we are getting our, I don't know, our Kings Island memberships with, which would not make sense at this time of year, but whatever. You're not going to be able to say, oh, because my check was $500 this week, I'm going to buy blah, 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 right? Don't give dollar amounts. Just say what it's going to cover. And you know what? If it just covers a cup of coffee, like maybe you're like, wow, I got $2.35 this week. Guess what? First of all, let's be grateful. That's $2.35 you didn't have. Secondly, share it. Like, you don't, again, we're not sharing dollar amounts. Nobody knows what your check is, but if that was enough for you to run through Target and grab yourself a slushie or whatever the heck they have, like you're going to treat yourself or you're going to treat your children for something, like share it. My Thrive paycheck helps me treat myself once a week. Nobody has to know if treating yourself means you got your nails done, you got a coffee, or you got a brand new car, right? That's not what we're here for. We're just here to remind people, hey, I'm actually making money over here and you can too. Create a reel featuring pictures and videos of your Thrive community. So that could be like from a past trip. It could be from a local. It could be maybe just you and some of your, I mean, a lot of times your first Thrivers are friends, right? That you already know. It could be something like that. It could be from Thrive Palooza. It could be from a getaway. It could be from Zooms. You guys, you could literally be taking screenshots or little videos of the Zooms that you're on because that's your community. Right now, your community showed up on Sunday night to help you get yourself set and ready for the week. No one from your day job is calling you tonight and saying, hey, girl, what do you need to get your week started? Right? Let me give you some ideas of how to make your week better. No one is doing that for you anywhere else. Right there, that's a pretty big deal. You can make that into a reel and just put in the caption how you're supported or cared for or whatever the right words are for you. But that could be a reel. Testimonial Tuesday, again, this is going to be, pay attention, it's geared toward your ideal customer. So, you know, sometimes we like to share just randomness, like we just look for a before and after, or we look for a man. Who are you truly trying to attract? Are you looking for, in my case, I'm looking for women who are more middle-aged, looking to transition out of either business ownership or corporate America to have less stress, but continue to make an income. So I'm going to go look for that story because that's my ideal client. Yes, it's easy to throw up a before and after of a dramatic weight loss, but I can tell you as a business owner, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for someone who could say, hey, girl, I can help you get a little more energy and make it through your day. And by the way, if you're getting really tired of being at work 24/7, I can help you make money and not be at work 24/7, right? That's the conversation I needed to hear. So don't always think that Testimonial Tuesdays have to be before and afters, right? If you don't know who your ideal customer is, spend some time, think about it. Who are you looking for? I once thought, so, okay, blanket statement. Yes, anyone can take Thrive. It's for everyone, right? I once thought that I wanted to sell it to everyone and that I wanted everyone on my team. No, I do not want everyone on my team. I want people who want to build a business. I want people who understand business. I want people who are self-starters. I don't want to hold people's hands. I don't want to have to push people, right? So I'm not truly looking for everyone. And you aren't either. So really think about who it is that you want to work with and then make your post, especially this testimonial one, because that's who you want to start grabbing that attention. Okay, wow, we're only on Tuesday. I got to get my shit together. All right, Wednesday, comment on a Facebook post. Okay, this is in our customer group, and this is really important. We are trying so hard to make our customer group more interactive for our customers, right? Like we've had such a good, like a consistency with our customer group, posting. And if you look, we have a handful of promoters who are really good. It's the ones doing bingo because they're encouraged to go every day and make a comment. We want customers commenting. We want customers interacting. We want customers being exposed. So for example, Samantha Cox did a post, I think at the beginning of the month. She talked about Sculpt, how she was incorporated into her workouts, how she really liked what it did for her. She talked about what she did for her. I could have gone on there and be like, oh my gosh, girl, I love Sculpt too. Yeah, I'm so glad you love it. Well, listen, Sam's already thriving with me. I don't need to do that, right? Instead, I tagged at customer name who's in the group and said, hey, I think you would really like this on your morning walk. Tag at hey, whatever her name was. I really think that this would help you on your fitness journey, right? Like start tagging your people. And I will tell you, the people that I tagged in that from the beginning of the month, it kind of back and forth in Messenger. Well, what was that stuff you tagged me in? Well, how does it taste like? Well, can I get a sample? Right? Like it actually led to conversations about it. And yes, those two people in particular are already thriving, but they've never had Sculpt. And now maybe they're going to get their 3 steps plus Sculpt. Right? So we're always trying to work. But so I can't encourage you enough when you're going in and making a group or a comment in the Facebook customer group. All comments are welcomed. However, do yourself a favor and start tagging your customers in it. Okay. I was on my little pulpit there for a second. All right. You're going to record a 3-minute or less, how to take your 3 steps, right? So you're just going to prop your phone up. You're going to hit record. You're going to say, hey, these are the capsules. You're going to take them first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. 20 to 40 minutes later, you're going to drink this lifestyle mix. Unless you're fasting, you'll use this to break your fast. And then once a day, you're going to put this sticker on your arm, your leg, wherever you're comfortable. You'll change that out every 24 hours. That is how we take our 3 steps, right? Obviously, that was a little fast, but that's all you got to do. You're going to make it 3 minutes or less. I would encourage you, the faster, the better, because people don't want to listen to you ramble for a long time. But the beauty of it being 3 minutes or less is once you have that, you're going to upload it to your Thrive Connect app. And now anytime somebody asks you, what are the 3 steps? How do I take them? You can send it directly from the Thrive Connect app and you're going to know, did they watch it? Did they watch all of it? Did they watch none of it? All right. Again, I'm preaching tonight. I don't know why. Okay. 4 out of your customer accounts, we're going to give them a recommendation, a movie, a book, a restaurant, a salon, a gym. Here's the kicker though. Ask them for one in return. So go through your customer list. Who do you know that's always talking about movies? You could even say, like, this would be me because I don't ever watch movies. I could be like, I know you're always watching movies. I really wish I could recommend one for you, but I'll just be honest with you. I don't know. I don't even know what's out there. What's a good movie right now? So I'm kind of cheating because I'm not giving them a recommendation because I don't know, but I'm asking for something in return. Or I can be like, I just read this book. I think it'll rock your world. What are you reading right now? I'm not just giving, I'm trying to get a conversation started, right? So you always want to end with that question. We're going to create a sample offering in our story. We're going to also remember to talk about our customer's need. So again, don't just get on there and be like, hey, I've got a sample of my 3 steps and they're amazing. I think you'll love them. Like nobody cares about that. How about you say, did you not sleep good last night? I think I can help you with that. I have a sample of my 3 steps I can send your way. Here's what comes in it. Hit my link on here if you want it, right? Are you struggling with summer? Are your kids driving you nuts? Are you blah, 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 whatever? Talk to your customers' pain points and they will talk back to you. All right, Wellness Wednesday, we're going to talk in our stories again. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Create a reel that highlights the promoting aspect of your business. So again, this could be, focus on how we could help your ideal promoter. So this is one where you're going to want to know who it is you're talking to. The video could be anything, could literally be anything. You could be sitting at your desk writing out your electric bill. It doesn't matter exactly what the video is, but go to ChatGPT and get some words. If you don't know what to say, get some words. But remember to talk to your ideal promoter. Who do you want to work with? What kind of education, what kind of experience, what kind of drive do you want? Okay, I have gone over time and we're not even done. All righty. Throwback Thursday, you guys know how to do that. You're gonna schedule. Okay, so this is one you really want to look at. Well, it's too late now, right? Because you want to schedule a live on Saturday with another Thriver. But I don't think you can register it now because it's Sunday. Oh, well, just be like, Tammy, I couldn't do it Saturday. I did it Sunday because I registered as a Thrive and Mingle, whatever. But make the step to get a hold of another Thriver and say, hey, can you go live with me? Social media post, easy peasy, creating a reel showing you using a Thrive product. So you opening your capsules and popping them in your mouth. You're just propping the phone up. You're just taking whatever, mixing up a drink. Now, over top of it, you're going to use just the overlay of the words. What does it do for you? Why do you take it? I'm not going to pop the Move Pro. I'm not going to show that and say, what's it say? Joint support. I'm not going to say premium joint support because that's what Lavelle says. What does Tammy say? I'm going to say garden without aches, right? Something like that. Dig holes all day with a shovel and still be able to move the next day. Something that actually makes sense to me and to someone watching that. Here's a tricky one. Take your archive story from the 16th, where you talked about what your payday did for you, and share it as a reel. So guess what? If you didn't do it on the 16th, you're kind of screwed on that one, right? But here's the beauty of that. If you did do it on the 16th, that's really easy. You've already done it. Now you're just going to share it again. Auto ship. Speaking of, don't forget we have auto ship tomorrow. If you have not reached out to your people, you need to reach out to them. Sharing a post. My dogs are getting antsy. Can you hear them back there? Friday, we're going to go live on Facebook or Instagram, or there's an and. You can literally go live on Facebook, zippy, finish it, click over and go live on Instagram and say the exact same thing. Talk about what you use your second income to cover. It's a great time to mention the VIPs. So in other words, if you're like, I'm just using this as extra spending money or to treat myself or whatever, but you can also say, but if you're looking for something more, we actually have these VIP bonuses in the first 14 days where you can earn up to $1,300 in cash and bonuses. Because you don't know what somebody's looking for, right? You don't know if somebody needs that cash and bonuses. By the way, everyone needs that cash and bonuses because it's 2024. So definitely take time to talk about that. Hero product sample story, behind the scenes. These are easy. That won't be hard. Saturday, I try to keep Saturdays and Sundays not too hard because, it's Saturday and Sunday. Share a commonly asked question about Thrive or promoting in your story, on your Instagram story, and then save it into your frequently asked highlights. So if you don't know how to make highlights in Instagram, YouTube University will show you how, but it's a great place to store commonly asked questions. So if somebody is like checking you out and they're like, what is this Thrive stuff? And they see you have an FAQ and they can click it and it's just you saying, yep, it's free to promote. Yep, it's 3 steps. No, you don't have to take all 3. There's no one holding a gun to your head. Yes, you can drink alcohol. Like if you're just literally going through commonly asked questions, now they've gotten an education without you being there. And then the last one we'll go over is Sunday. Again, these aren't hard on Sunday. We've got another testimonial, but this is going to be a reel. Share a Lavelle testimonial reel from Insta to your story. So in other words, go to Lavelle's Instagram, go to their reels, find one where they have some sort of testimonial video, click the share button, tell it to go to your story, and you're done. Again, easy peasy. Thank you cards. I'm a big believer. Here's another one. Share your Thrive product reel from the 18th into your story. So if you don't make that reel on the 18th and now today you got to share it into your stories, you done screwed yourself over again, right? Create a 1 minute or less story talking about the Go VIP bonuses. Stay compliant. If you're not sure how to stay compliant, literally pull up the Go VIP PDF on your phone and just glance down at it. And if the words are on there, you can say them. If they're not on there, don't say them. And here's the kicker, which I think you should do every week, at least once or twice a week, because it'll make your life easier. Use ChatGPT to generate 10 real ideas from your brand to your ideal client. Batch 3 of them. If you just take 15 to 30 minutes on a Sunday to batch 3 reels to your ideal client, I can guarantee you the next upcoming week, you're going to need at least 3 reels for your ideal client. You'll already have them done. It makes life so much easier. So let me stop this. Let me apologize for being 10 minutes over. Oh, you lost me, Sonia? Are you back? Oh, she's back. I see her now. Be strategic where you post your polls. Sometimes people, oh, good point, Court. Yes. If I always put mine like right, because this is where I scroll from the bottom right. I am right-handed, so maybe it's right-handed thing, but that is where I always put my poll because people will accidentally vote on your poll. And then you can be like, oh, thanks for voting on my poll, even if they didn't mean to. It's social media. It's all fake, you guys, right? We're just working. We're just literally working on social media. Does anybody have any questions or anything you didn't understand? I'm probably going to tell you to go to Google University, but you can ask me anyway. I just can't stress enough. It's halfway through the month. We're halfway through July. I think Lindsay has a whole other week in Europe. And then when she gets back, just to let you guys know, we're going to be honing in on the retreat qualifier stuff. So keep turning your sheets in, keep plugging away, make sure you get that PPA under your belt some way, shape or form. And you know, there is something to be said about just waking up on a Monday morning and saying, I'm going for it and I'm going to send this scary message. And if people tell me no, it's not right. Like, look on your shelf. What do you have? If you are looking at a pack of DFT, be like, hey, I know we've talked about Thrive before and you weren't sure if it was right for you, but I have a free pack of DFT. That'll save you $50 on your order if you want to order by Wednesday. Just roll with it. If they say no, here's the thing. Right now, today, the answer is no. If you ask them, it might still be no. But if you ask them, it might also be maybe. Or sometimes it'll shock you and it's a straight up yes. So bet on yourself and bet on the product that you love so much and just start asking for the order. Like, don't be so afraid. We are in the brand when we're on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok because we're trying to attract people to us. Once they've been attracted to you, you don't have to dilly-dally long. You know, hey, this is what I do for a living. Are you currently on any kind of health journey? Wonder if there's anything I can help you with, right? Just ask. Because here's the thing, if somebody hadn't asked you about Thrive, you wouldn't be here. So never, ever, ever forget that. And I didn't like the girl that asked me. So it doesn't matter if they like you or not. If somebody is looking for something to better their health, I think that's where you have to remember, they're not saying yes to you. They're saying yes to a product. They're saying yes to themselves. Sandra Dilbeck is the first one that will tell you. She was telling me no in the beginning because she was telling herself no. She wasn't knowing me. It wasn't, no, I don't like Tammy. No, I don't believe in Tammy. She wasn't thinking she was worthy of it. So you've got to keep asking somebody until they decide that they're going to say yes to themselves or yes to that product. And you got 15 days to go balls to the walls here. Well, 16 because we get 31 days. So, okay, that's it. It was good to see you all. See you guys tomorrow on our Dream Team Zoo at noon. Bye.